How do I get up there?
Huh?
Gardening is its own reward for me. But who'd say no to another reward on top of that?
There's this tool called the mithril stud spade, which, as you might have guessed, gives you studs when you dig. I've got a knick-knack that regenerates health. It's all yours if you forge me one of those beauties. You got me a mithril stud spade. You little angel, thank you. Now I'll be rolling in studs as well as soil. And isn't that what every good hobbit aspires to?
Oh, slow down there. Where's the fire? What to do? What to do? My mother-in-law is in town, and I promised her one of my award-nominated bread pies. But, wouldn't you know it, we're all out of bread. I'll get my ear chewed off if she doesn't get some pie to chow down on. Have you got any bread you could part with, friend? Thanking you kindly. That ought to be plenty. Perhaps I could show my gratitude with a slice of bread pie when it's done. I tell you, that starchy combination of pastry and bread... No? Well, I suppose you can have this instead. What to do? What to do? If you're not too busy, could I trouble you to forge me some mithril dance boots? Don't tell her I said this, but my wife has 2 left feet, and those boots can supposedly turn anyone into an expert dancer. I have this what's it that can give you studs from fallen nasties as a reward. Oh, slow down there. Where's the fire?
I've been a fisher hobbit all my life, so why am I only hearing about this mithril fishing pole now? Supposedly it makes fishing an absolute doddle. I'm a bit tied up at the moment, so would you mind forging me one? Not for free, of course. There's a doodad in it for you that helps you build faster. Oh, a mithril fishing pole? For little old me? Oh, that's awfully kind of you. What with this and the mithril stud spade you made me earlier, you've made my life an embarrassment of riches.
I know there's treasure here somewhere. I feel it in my bones.
I hear some kind soul is going around forging goods for people in exchange for novelty secrets. It just so happens that I'm in the market for a mithril megapult, which buys boulders instead of pellets, and have a trinket that attracts loot to exchange for it. Now to wait for that kind stranger to happen by. You forged a mithril megapult for me? So you're the wandering forger. Well, it seems good things really do come to those who wait, and to those who forge things for people. Oh, I wonder what else I could ask you to forge for me. Could you come back later when I've had time to think?
Fancy a trade?
Play hide and seek with us, up tree, on roof, in bush, all over town we must be found. Play hide and seek with us.
Well, if I was sure you wouldn't find me here.
That son of mine's always tinkering about with blacksmiths. I wish he'd forge me a son that wasn't so lazy. That man, always eating those carrots. Like he hasn't got a care in the world.
I hear arts and designs can be found all over Middle-earth.
That son of mine's always tinkering about in the blacksmiths. I wish he'd forge me a son that wasn't so lazy. That man, always eating those carrots. Like he hasn't got a care in the world. All right, he's always tinkering about in the blacksmiths. I wish he'd forge me a son that wasn't so lazy.
Found me, eh? Nothing goes wrong.
You found each hiding place, nothing escapes your gaze. This game is done, and since you've won, this brick is yours to take.
this weather's far too nice to be digging about in gloomy old caves. Unless you're a dwarf, I suppose. If I'm going to pursue a career in mining, though, I'd much prefer a mithril pickaxe to get the whole business done in a jiffy. If you'd be good enough to forge me one, I'll give you a tip on perfect forging.
Oh, thanks again for helping me out before, friend. I found a solution to my problem with the mobile shelter you made. A little goblin friend of mine agreed to use it to bring me materials that I can use to make this cave more homely. Though I am worried at how long he's taking. You wouldn't mind checking up on him, would you? He shouldn't have gone far.
I can't go out in the sun. Can you help guide me back to that troll's cave?
Heavens, you found him. He's awfully quiet in there. He's not, is he? No. I imagine he's just having a bit of a sulk. Seems his fear I have of the dark has caused you a great deal of trouble, my friends. I think it is time I made an effort to face it, don't you? Thank you. This has been quite the wake-up call.
to do? Oh, hello. I didn't expect to see anyone else here. This is I suppose, a secret haven of sorts for me. I come here to gather my thoughts from time to time. The only downside is, well, it's a little chilly and damp, and there's nowhere to sit. Really, what this place needs is a little building. This is perfect. Thank you. Now all it needs is a bed in case I get tired. And a kitchen where I could prepare a meal in case I... You know, I should probably just go home. What am I to do? I traded with a weapons merchant in Lake Town, but the rogue swindled me with weapons made from rusty fishing hooks and rotten sticks. I've demanded that he return the quality Sir Moose staff I gave him, but the villain refuses. I'd hate to stoop to his level and just take it back, so would you do it instead? Yes, this is definitely Sir Moose staff. Thank you so much for retrieving him. It. Did the thief put up much resistance? I certainly wouldn't want there to be any unpleasantness on my account. Well, maybe a little.
Huh?
My cat's rather grumpy. A very grumpy cat indeed. And we all know what a grumpy cat needs, don't we? A grumpy fish. Or any old fish, really. Including any fish you happen to have on your person, if you'd be so kind. There we are. What do we say to the nice stranger, Caspian? Thank you. Yes, that's right. That ought to cheer the little furball up for a few minutes. Please take this for the fish.
Huh?
I was deceived. There are no raisins in this bun. Greetings, travelers.
In my mind lays the image of a wondrous thing. A file with the power to make people dance.
Might I ask for your assistance? The mithril fireworks bow. I'm told it's the future. All the fun of the fireworks, with none of the unpleasantness of hauling a big cart around. I don't know when I'll next be near a blacksmith, so could I trouble you to forge me one? I'll make it worth your while with a trick to finding more emeralds. Tell me honestly, do my ears look big in this?
My home is a rather fabulous display of expert interior decorating, if I do say so myself. But there is one gloomy corner that I must brighten up, and only the light of a mithril candlestaff will do. Could you forge me one? I'll pay you handsomely.
among you can endure? You there. Come help me test out this assault course I've been making. And be sure to make haste, as I'll be timing you. Don't ask me why, just go. That may have been a little too easy. And without the proper training, we will be unprepared should an orc attack befall us. I'll make some adjustments, so be sure to return later. We meet again, conqueror of the Elven Assault course. Perhaps you have come to try your hand at the new and improved, supremely difficult Elven Assault course. The name is a work in progress. Don't ask me why, just go. Display, and an exemplary assault course, if I do say so myself. I believe this should be challenging enough for training now. My gratitude for your demonstration.
Mm-hmm.
How do I get up there?
Those elves, honestly. Someone needs to teach them a thing or two about keeping house. You see this crack? Before long, that wall's going to give and pour water all over this town. If I had enough stones, I could probably patch this up. You happen to collect any you could spare? Oh, great stuff. That should be more than enough stone to plug this gap. Then Rivendell will be safe as houses. Don't let those elves ever tell you we don't do them any favours.
I couldn't help overhearing one of our, esteemed dwarven dinner guests from earlier mention a food called chips, and I was curious to try them for myself. If I had something called a po-tay-to, I'm sure I could make some. Supposedly they grow somewhere in the high fells. Is that the fabled po-tay-to? Thank you. Had I more of them, I would boil them, mash them, and stick them in a stew. Just the one should be sufficient for making chips, though. Hello again, my friend. That potato you brought me made excellent chips. But I have this nagging feeling that something quite splendid could result were I to combine them with something fishy. Would you happen to have any fish that you could spare? Yes, this is perfect. Thank you, my friend. Yes, my culinary instincts are telling me this will be quite delicious with chips. Chips and fish. It even sounds delicious. Mm-hmm.
A safe journey to you. Orcs continue to trouble these lands, always attacking under the cover of night and lurking in dark caves. Darkness is their ally, it seems. So, it follows that a glowing Mirkwood phial would be a great aid in fighting them. May I ask you to obtain one for me? Is that the Mirkwood phial? Has a rather curious aura about it. Ooh. Wait, have you always been purple? And I'm sure you only had the one head before. Ugh. Perhaps I underestimated the danger of this item, but I will find a way to use it. Please, have this as a reward for bringing it to me.
Good day to you. Good day to you.
A safe journey to you.
My friend has been acting rather strangely lately, and I'm sure it's since she obtained that phial of Mirkwood water. She was murmuring some lunacy about going to see a mythical bird in a river cave. Come to think of it, that was some time ago. You wouldn't mind having a look for her, would you?
Mm-hmm.
Have you seen that curious party of dwarves wandering around?
Mm-hmm. There you are. I was starting to worry. What happened in that cave? Thank you for bringing her back, friend. I really don't agree with the effect this Mirkwood phial is having on her. I think I will ask my brother to return it to that foul forest when next I see him.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-mm.
Mm-hmm.
As Rivendell's resident blacksmith, I've been tasked with reforging the pieces of an ancient blade. The problem is, I've had such little smithing to do of late, I've had my forge remodeled into my guest bedroom. A single job would only require a small forge. If you have the means to build one for me, I'd appreciate it. Excellent craftsmanship. This should be more than sufficient for the reforging of Lord Elrond's blade. You have my thanks.
My brother told me that not all stone giants are actually giants. Some are just normal size. But then there wouldn't be stone giants at all, would they? Just, well, stones, I suppose. Mini stone giants. Stone not so giants? What do you think? Personally, I won't believe it till I see it. Well, I'll be a mini stone, not so giant stone giant. In the flesh, or, in the stone, rather. I guess I owe my brother that mithril brick I wagered. Though I don't really want to deal with him if he's going to be smug about it. Maybe you could pass it on?
Uh-huh.
I saw your little cliff-top fight earlier. The way you handled yourself with those pinecone bombs was very impressive. I don't suppose you have any left over. I have a project that they'd work perfectly on. Did you bring me the pinecone bomb I asked for? Thank you very much. This should make short work of that blocked drain I have at home.
I'm looking for someone to take some things off my hands. Shall we trade? I'm sure someone's been pinching carrots from the stash I keep for the horses. Either that or they sprouted legs and walked away. I can't ask the poor horses to press on an empty stomach, especially with demonic walking carrots running free. You couldn't spare a few normal carrots, could you? That's very good of you. Thank you. I'll be sure to chop these little devils up in a jiffy before they get a chance to wander off as well. It's not much, but please, take this as payment.
My young lads always wanted a treehouse, but the trees around here are so high up. I find the idea a little dangerous. Call me overly protective, but I'm sure he could have just as much fun with something closer to the ground. What do you think? Is there something you could make to get the best of both worlds? A little tree with a treehouse that's close to the ground. Yes, this is perfect. Oh, I'm sure my boy will complain that he still can't climb the tall trees, but he asked for a treehouse, and a treehouse is what we've made him. Oh, I do love a good technicality.
Saw something sparkly in that cave over
there. You there. You got a moment? Spiders. I hate spiders. Crawling about my kitchen like they own the place. But I've found their little nest, and I'm going to crawl all over their kitchens. By which I mean, I'm going to beat them up. You coming? Oh, by my beard, do I hate spiders. Oh, thanks for helping me thin them out. I'll give you a bellow if I need any more of the little blighter's pummeling.
Mm-hmm.
Hello again, fellow exterminator. Thanks again for helping me thin out those spiders. But it looks like we missed one. And a big one at that. The Queen. If we don't take her down a peg, she'll only keep those blighters coming. So, when you're ready... Bless my beard. The spider queen. Squash it. Squash it. Squash it! Oh, by the beard of Durin, do I hate those spiders. But with their queen gone, they should finally get the message and scurry off to somewhere else. Either that, or they'll come and exact horrible revenge on us both. Oh, I'll be sleeping with one eye open. only forgot to mention that if you forge an item just right, you can forge a perfect version of that item. I bet you forgot to mention.
Picked up any good designs lately? Careful with the furnace, eh? I'm not insured. That's a thing of beauty, that is. Ooh, it's hot in here. Times like this, I wish I could take my beard off. Careful with the furnace, eh? I'm not insured. Pleasure doing business with you. Ooh, it's hot in here. Times like this, I wish I could take my beard off. Careful with the furnace, eh? I'm not insured. Nice item, that. Picked up any good designs lately? Careful with the furnace, eh? I'm not insured. You've done this before, haven't you? If you got the designs and the materials, I got the forging. Careful with the furnace, eh? I'm not insured. Nice item, that. With my hammers and tongs, you'll never go wrong. Careful with the furnace, eh? I'm not insured. Picked up any good designs lately? Careful with the furnace, eh? I'm not insured. You've done this before, haven't you? With my hammers and tongs, you'll never go wrong. Which of me lovely weapons is on the menu today? Careful with the furnace, eh? I'm not insured. That's a thing of beauty, that is.
What to do? What? Oh, thank you. My poor feet appreciate it. Even by Hobbit standards, they've swollen ridiculously from all the abuse. Please, take this. And may the hair on your toes never fall off. Could I trouble you for a moment there? There's something you can forge called the Mithril Catchphrase Mallet, which, well, says things when you hit stuff. I wonder if it could drown out the sound of my mother-in-law. Be a friend and forge me one, would you? In return, I've got a shiny rock I could part with that helps you find sapphires. Is that the mallet I asked for? Oh, splendid. I'm going to try it out on my mother-in-law right now. I mean, I'm not going to hit her with it. Just hit something nearby.
You've brought me a mithril pickaxe. Well, that's awfully generous of you, but... Well, Farmer Maggot offered me an extra pumpkin a week if I stick to farming for him. So I won't be doing any mining after all. Still, maybe I can use it to chase off any other nuisance trolls. Thanks.
So, it seems I wasn't the only one curious about the contents of this cave. I'd heard it was originally used as an armory for the people of Erebor, before that dragon showed up and... well, I'm sure you know the rest. Look at it now. By my tongues, what I wouldn't give to see the fully fledged armory in all its splendour.
There it is. The Mithril Fireworks Bow. How very kind of you. I've seen how easily Gandalf impresses people with his displays. Perhaps one day people will speak as highly of mine. Prepare yourself, Gandalf. There's a new fireworks master in town. Tell me honestly, do my ears look big in this?
Greetings, travelers.